Hello everyone out there in YouTube land, and welcome to Damien's Reviews. So as you can see, we have 3 beers in front of me. You know what that means? Taste challenge. We have the big 3 light beers, Miller Lite, Coors Light, and Bud Light. So Miller Lite was originally Meisterbrau Light, which came out in 1967, and then Miller bought Meisterbrau, and then they decided to reformulate it and also change the marketing towards the beer because Meisterbrau Light was a diet beer aimed at women who were trying to lose weight and were working out. I don't know. I don't really understand what they were trying to go for with that, but if you all know, please have a discussion in the comments. So they reformulated Light by Meisterbrau, then Light by Miller in 1973. It was a great success. 1975 rolled out nationwide as Light by Miller. 96 calories, 4.2% ABV, water, barley malt, corn syrup, yeast, and hop extract. So next up we have Coors Light. Originally introduced back in the 1940s before World War II, but then it got shelved, and then 1978 rolled around. Light beer craze was still going on, so Coors decided to go ahead and reintroduce Coors Light, also known as the Silver Bullet. It's 100 and, let's see, what does it say here on the can? Yeah, 102 calories, 4.2% ABV, same thing, water, barley malt, corn syrup, yeast, and hop extract. Bud Light, originally introduced back in 1982 as Budweiser Light, but then yet people didn't want to call it Budweiser Light, they just wanted to call it Bud Light. So in 1984, it was just changed to Bud Light. So the ingredients on this are a little bit different. 110 calories, 4.2% ABV, water, barley malt, rice, hops, and yeast. So, Bud Light is the #1 light beer in America, Coors Light is #2, and Miller Lite is #3. So the reason for this taste challenge is there a difference between all 3, or is it just name brand? Let's find out. So I've already got the glasses marked. We've got ML for Miller Lite, and then we got CL for Coors Light, and then lastly we got BL for Bud Light. So let's go ahead and crack these bad boys open, get them poured into the glass, and let's just dive right into the taste challenge. So, based on my drinking experience, there is a difference between all 3. The main differences I can tell between the 3 are Miller Lite has the most body and the most flavor, Coors Light is the most crisp, clean, and refreshing, and Bud Light is the most dry. Now, with that being said, that would be in a side-by-side, as in having what beer is what in each glass. In a blind taste test, can I really tell that apart and get that with the right beer? Who knows? Let's see. Well, this one's going to be a pain. There we go. So we're going to go by order of seniority. So first we are going to pour the Miller Lite first. Yep, make sure this is the right one. Yep, Miller Lite. Okay, let's get that bad boy right there. Just, good Lord, look at how much head there is to these beers. I mean, all that is carbonation. That is going to turn to beer, but just, good Lord, man. Okay. Next up, we're going to go to the Coors Light. And then lastly, we're going to go with the Bud Light. Uh-oh, looks like a little something in the beer. Whatever that was, it's gone now. Alright, so they all have a very nice, thick, white head. And they are very crystal clear, nice, pale straw color. So, let's go ahead and get these poured up. Don't want to waste a whole lot of time getting these beers poured. Okay. Yeah, this might take just a little bit to have the foam die down, because on the levels of foam versus the beer, they don't really look the same. That's why I want to pour the whole pint into the glass. That way there's no tip-off of, oh, well, in that case, that's a little bit less volume. So that's got to be blah, 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 blah. Nah. We're going to do this fair, clean, and honestly. No shenanigans. I know some people like to pull shenanigans, and I do. But when it comes to things like this, you just want to be honest and fair. No sense in cheating. Why would you want to cheat at something like this? I mean, this is supposed to just be for fun. If you get it right, you get it right. If you get it wrong, you get it wrong. If you get it right, great. If you get it wrong, oh well. It's not the end of the world. Move on with your life. Okay, the Miller Lite is poured. Coors Light. Okay. Beer's poured. Now it's time to go ahead and let's go ahead and get some of these bottle caps moved. Alright. Here we go. Time to go ahead and start mixing up the beer. And let's see, what can I talk about while I'm mixing up the beer? So yeah, as I was saying, those are the only differences I can really tell between all three beers, but then yet again, in a blind taste test, can I really tell a difference? Well, we're about to find out. So, I mean, I've drunk these beers plenty of times. I'm not like an expert when it comes to drinking beer, as in like, oh, I know this for a fact or that for a fact. Nah, I just buy them, I drink them, I enjoy them. I buy Bud Light, I buy Coors Light, I buy Miller Lite. I drink them, I enjoy them. I mean, it's light beer. Do I hate light beer? No. Am I a fan of light beer? No, but I buy them, I drink them, I enjoy them. There's nothing really wrong with them at all. They're just light body, light flavor, light in aroma. You're not really going to expect much. But my only criticism among the three light beers is this. I don't see what makes Bud Light the #1 beer in America, because it's just, I don't see what really makes it #1. Like, I would actually argue that Coors Light and Miller Lite would stand a much better chance at being the #1 beer in America. Because, well, Coors Light, it's a draft beer, it's cold filtered, and what's wrong with going to a bar and getting an ice cold pint on draft? And plus, I like the taste of draft beer. Draft beer, to me, has an excellent taste. And when I did the last taste challenge with the 3 ice beers, Bud Ice being the one draft beer out of the 3, I was able to pick it out like that. But with this being a light beer, let's see. So yeah, that would be my argument as to why Coors Light would deserve a #1 spot as compared to Bud Light. And then, secondly, if Coors Light doesn't get #1, then, well, what about Miller Lite? I mean, great tasting, less filling, very sessionable in terms of drinkability. So, which means you can buy a lot of it, drink a lot of it, and, not get bloated. Great tasting, less filling, everything you want in a beer, and less. So, rant over, beers mixed. I can't tell which one is which because they all retained a head, and the carbonation has seemed to have died down in all three beers, so based on that appearance, I can't tell which one is which, but let's go ahead and do a deeper appearance analysis. Pale straw, pale straw, and pale straw. So appearance-wise, they all three look the same. Well, let's go with aroma. Not really a whole lot. Not really a whole lot. And not really a whole lot. They actually all three smell the same. Despite one of them being used with rice as compared to corn, aroma-wise, I can't smell a difference. I mean, just faint, stereotypical lager beer. That's it. So, we'll just go with this one. Crisp, clean, refreshing, light body. Tastes like draft beer. Very crisp, clean, and refreshing. So I'm not going to call that for Coors Light just yet. I'm just throwing that out with this might be Coors Light. Let's see about this one. Same thing. Crisp, clean, refreshing, light and watery. Oh, this is actually a challenge. Let's go with this one. Yeah, crisp, clean, refreshing. Dry. Very, very dry. So, if I had to guess, this would be the Bud Light, this would be the Coors Light, and this would be the Miller Lite. But is that my final answer? No, let's go down one more time just to be sure. The thinnest and the lightest body out of all of them, yet the most crisp, clean, and refreshing. So yes, I call Glass 1 for Coors Light. Final answer? Yes, final answer, Regis. So, Glass 2. Hmm. has the most body and the most flavor. So great tasting, less filling. I'm going to call this one for Miller Lite. So, final answer, Regis? Yes, final answer. Most dry. And if you've ever had Bud Light, it's dry, but not like Old Milwaukee dry, but it's dry because of that polished verdant rice they use. So, glass 3, Bud Light. Final answer? Yes, final answer, Regis. All right. So now that the beers were called, it's time to see, was I right or was I wrong? Okay, again, glass 1, Coors Light. Bud Light. See? Oh, oh no. Oh lordy. Okay, call glass 2 for Miller Lite. Oh, Coors Light. And then I call glass 3 for Bud Light. So inadvertently, this must be Miller Lite. Well, there you have it. I got 0 out of 3 correct. So, in a blind taste test, you cannot tell a difference between the big 3 light beers. And, I gave it my best shot. I just based my drinking experience to try to figure out which one is which, and, still got it wrong, but oh well, life moves on. I challenge you, the viewers, to also partake in this challenge. I know Ron Terry over at Louisiana Beer Reviews partook in this challenge, and he got 1 out of 3 correct. I didn't even do as great as him. I got 0 out of 3 correct. All right. Well, time to go ahead and wrap this up. As always, y'all have an excellent one, and cheers. Cheers. And cheers.